So hello guys, welcome to our channel. Let's learn with us. So in today's section, we're gonna understand what operators are and how really we gonna apply it in our program and what is mean by that. Okay. So in again, if you read your textbook or you do or even you see in internet and anywhere. Okay. Again, the term operands and operators are came. So here we clear our doubts what really are operands and operators. So in Python, an operand is a value or a variable that is used in an operations. Operands are objects that operators act on. So this is an important line. Operands are the objects that operators act upon. So what really it's mean? So if we say, for example, a plus b, so here plus is the operator which is being act upon operand. So what is operand? Operand is basically a and b. So this a and b are the operand, and plus is the operator. So as this statement said, operands is a value or variable that is used in an operation. For example, in this example, a plus b, the a and b are used as variable or value to get the answer of a and b. Okay, but the plus is operator. This has to be understand. For example, if we take arithmetic, 5 plus 3, this 5 and 3 are operands and this plus is operator. Same with comparison operation, x and y is operands and this comparison greater than is our operator. Same is a logical, a and b are operands and is a logical operator. So this has to be clear in our mind when we are going to see this statement again and again about operands and operators. Now what are unary operators? So important. Again and again there is a question asked or in uh, also data types there is been a unary operators. Unary operators, what are they? So unary operators are operators that operate on single operand. I think you have cleared in your mind what are operand. So operand are what? Operand are this value, this variable, anything you say. Either you say variable or you say value, anything. These are simply a and b are what operands. So unary operators are operators that operate on single operand. For example, a single value, they operate on single value. For example, if we say unary plus, which is plus 5, so value 5 is what of single operand. So it showcase what positive value of 5. Same with the unary minus, it apply with minus 5, not minus 5 plus 5. Okay, only with single operand. This has to be clear in your mind. When we are using unary operators, they are always being used with single operand only. Same with logical not. Example, not true result in false. Okay, so this operator invert the boolean value of its operand. If the operand is true, it become false, and vice versa. So this is the case with the logical not. Now 4-point bitwise not, it is being represented by this symbol. This operator invert all the bits of its operand used with integers. Now example is bitwise not 5. In binary, 5 is basically 5 times 0 101, and bitwise not flip the digit to what? It change all the zeros in what? In 1, and all the ones in 0. So which is minus 6 in 2 complement representation. Okay, so some real use of common unary operators is being, if we, for example, one thing has to be clear in your mind. When we are using unary plus, everything is same in negative. For example, if we take this example, you can also write it in your command prompt, sorry, in your Python pvm. Okay, for example, x is equal to 5. So negative, in this variable we store minus x. Okay, when we print x, output is 5. When we again print negative underscore x, it gonna output minus 5. So yeah, it is working fine. Okay, so when you are suppose you are calculating profit and loss, if profit is positive, you might want to represent a loss with a negative number. So in that case, we're gonna use this unary minus. Now, unary plus, this operator is a bit redundant in Python, but it can be used to indicate a positive value explicitly. Okay. Now what? Now, for example, y is equal to minus 10. Okay. Now you have to you want to show it in positive manner also. Okay. But plus y does nothing but show y is explicitly treated as value. What it means by that, for example, if we print y, so it print minus 10, it print the y original value, but when we take the positive underscore y, it doesn't show any change, it show minus 10 only. Why no change? Because python itself take this negative as negative. It doesn't apply just plus sign in front of variable. Okay, this is the condition, or this is the Python default condition, that it doesn't apply the plus sign in front of any digit. Okay, if you really want to apply a plus the digit, then we have something for it. Okay, but it really used to see unary plus by itself, but it can clarify intention in code when dealing with expression or formula involving positive and negative values. Now this is the logical not. Okay, sorry for that disturb. So yeah, so if we see the logical not, okay, this used to invert a boolean value. It is useful when you need to flip a true or false and vice versa. For example, if in variable is underscore valid is equal to true, print original value is underscore valid, output is true. Okay, now if you want to inverted value, not invalid. Okay, not is valid underscore, if you want to print this value, it output as false. Okay, it simply invert the value true or false. So these are some unary operand uses which you can use. You might not you might use not in condition where you want to execute something, only the original condition is false. Okay, if not underscore valid, print invalid as valid. Okay, so this is how you can do. There is a one more bitwise not. This operator flip bits of number. It can be useful when working with low level binary operations or certain algorithm, like finding two complements. For example, if your sign a is equal to 5, now bitwise underscore not, you make a variable this this long, and you bitwise a. Okay, so now binary uh, 5 times 0 0 1, which is minus 6 in decibel to complement. Now if you print it, the output is 5. Okay, because you just apply bitwise not, opposite of dot, opposite of that. Okay, now after that you print bitwise not of a, bitwise not a. Okay, now output is minus 6, means you print the original value. Getting my point? So basically bitwise not is flipping the value. What is the original value? It flip it. Okay, a is equal to 5. Again I tell, again I explain this one. So what happened? Look, a is equal to 5, we know. If we print in original a, it output 5, but if we apply bitwise not here in a, then it output minus 6. Okay, it flip it. It flip 0 into 1 and 1 into 0, like this one. A binary representation of 5 is 5 times 0 101, and binary representation of not bitwise not is 5 times 1 0 1 0. Means it flip 0 into 1 and 1 into 0. So basically after that flip, the output is minus 6, because this value gives minus 6. So when we print bitwise not a, the variable in which we store it, the output comes minus 6. So this is the use case of bitwise not. Now use case, you use this when working with system programming or manipulating bits directly. For example, when working with mask in networking or graphics. So basically when there is a large amount of data and you are working to a particular networking graphics, or in networking, for example, if you are changing uh, the washing machine, or you are applying this logic to washing machine, so directly working to the machine code, or directly working with binary is more efficient because the processing is being more faster, rather than in hi- rather than in communicating or working with high level language. So basically it is so important that at that time you are working with this binary code when you are using when you are working with small machines or applying the code there. Okay, so yeah, one question also raised that I didn't get it. Even if we use unary plus, then also it not show plus sign. Rather, it show the sign we assign to variable first time only. Why this is so? Why the plus sign is not being shown in the code? So basically, the reason itself is clear. Now, unary plus, what it does in Python doesn't change the value of operand, because in Python it is uh, Python don't change the value of operand. It just reaffirm that the number is positive. However, the Python by default doesn't display the plus sign in its output. So this thing has to be noted, that it doesn't show a plus sign in output, but a simple value. For example, 10 itself is positive, and Python know one thing, that even if you apply plus 10, it doesn't make any sense because it already is plus 10. Understanding, it assume, basically it already assume that a number is positive if no sign is specified. So Python default is set in its function. The programmer who built Python, it already set in its function that default a number, if there is no minus sign, it is default value is plus sign. Okay, so when, for example, when x is equal to 10, and when you print plus x, the output is simply the 10, because plus sign it isn't shown because the positive number are normally represented without a sign. The unary plus just confirm the positivity but doesn't explicitly display the sign. So this has to be known. Okay, now why don't you see plus sign? What is the reason you don't see plus sign? By default, programming language like Python show positive number without a plus sign, as it's generally understood that no sign means the number is positive. It's more of a conceptual operator than a visual one. So this point has to be noted, that it is more a conceptual operator than the visual one. It is ingrained in Python programming that plus is already there. Okay, if you want to display plus sign, if you want to show the plus sign explicitly when printing a positive number, you can use Python format function or formatted string literals, f strings. Here how you can do that. Okay, so this is the example. Now x is equal to 10, you print in round bracket f, then semicolon, then in curly brackets x colon plus, then bracket close. Okay, now explicitly add plus sign to positive number. Now what happened? In 10 we explicitly add this plus sign. Okay, so when the 10 is print, it show plus sign to it. Understand? For example, x is equal to 10, y is equal to minus 5. Now normally positive number don't show the plus sign. Okay, if normally you do, it doesn't show plus sign. But if we used with forward sign, okay, with use f string, then it has to be show plus sign. Okay, but it is not needed now. It is not needed. But if you really want to see plus sign, you can do it with this f function. Inside you curly braces, sorry, semicolon, then after that uh, curly braces and x colon plus, and the output will show plus 10. Even though we use plus sign in that, but output is when the value is minus 5, it show the minus 5 itself. So this is the use case. You understand what unary operators are and how they are being used, why they are being assigned, and what their where really works are. Okay, in this class we understand what operands are, we understand what operators are, we understand what are the unary operators and how they are being used in Python programming language. So in this class this is all. uh, Meet you in the next class. Till then, see you, tata, bye bye. And if you like this video, you wanna like, subscribe, and if you not, if there is some error, if you find that we have to correct something, then you can write down comment section, in which scope we have to improve and we can do well. So stay healthy, stay fit. Meet you in the next video. Till then, see you. Tata. Bye bye. Thank you.